Hey YouTube, so today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I went from blonde to brunette, why I did it, the cheapest way to do it, and the safest way. Um, Also, the best way to do it without, committing to going brown, just in case you don't like it. So I decided to go back to brown because I hated keeping up with going blonde or keeping up with my roots. It really stressed me out doing my roots because I didn't want to be touching the bleach to parts of my hair that already had been bleached like 600 times. And that really stressed me out. Like, I feel like every time I did my roots, it did break my hair more and more, and I just was like, I need to stop. So I also decided to go back to brown because I do like it better. It does suit me better, I think. And if I didn't go blonde, I just would have, I don't know, my whole life I would have been like, oh, I really want to go blonde. So I got it out of my system. I don't know. A lot of girls have that thing where everyone's like, oh, I want to try being blonde. I mean, so many people do that, so why not? So no regrets. My hair will grow back. I don't really care that I have to grow it out. It's fine. Anyways, so I decided to go back to brown just after a few months of being blonde. I really didn't stick with it. I do go to a salon to get it done. I do not do this myself, keep in mind. However, it is still very, very cheap. It's like the cheapest possible thing you can get done at a salon. So what I do is I use a 5 volume on my hair. And a 5 volume is the gentlest, the most gentle product you can really use on it. Even semi-permanent dyes, they still lift your cuticle or lift the color of your hair and open your cuticle so that the color can get in. 5 volume does not do this. It's really just a glaze over your hair, and which does mean it washes out really fast, but semi-permanents and permanent dyes are really not worth it. Because if you're blonde and you dye with a permanent, your hair is still gonna fade every time you wash it, I swear. If you dye your hair black and you've got blonde underneath, in 3 weeks, forget about it. Your hair's gonna be a light brown, or it's gonna have that orangey tint to it that your hair gets when it fades. Yeah, it's not worth it. Don't do that. Especially if you don't like it and you're like, why did I dye my hair dark? You ruined it. You ruined it. So don't even bother with permanent dyes. It's gonna overprocess your hair because permanent is like a 20 volume? You're gonna keep putting 20 volume on your hair after it's been bleached a million times? You're gonna keep doing that every few weeks? Because it's gonna fade every few weeks. So yeah. I do a 5 volume. The first time you get it done, you're gonna wanna zap your hair twice with it. So you're gonna color your hair, you're gonna wash it out, you're gonna notice that there's still parts that look really blonde, since it is just a glaze, guys. So I know it kind of sucks, but so you're gonna dye it again, and then you will get a really bold color. Wait 6 to 8 weeks, go again, and you'll find that it fades a lot less fast. Wait another 6 to 8 weeks, get it done again. This is what I've been doing the past 5 months, I'd say, and each time I go, the color is a little more vibrant, it lasts longer, and it, depending on what salon you go to, getting just a glaze over your hair, I'm really not sure of the exact term for it, but I've heard the term glaze a lot, so yeah, I don't know. Ooh. Anyways. Now I can't remember what I was gonna say because someone's calling me. Anyways. first time you get it done, you're going to notice that it's like washing out and dripping everywhere in the shower. That's going to happen. It's not a permanent color. It just sits on your head, really. So it is going to wash out every single time you wash your hair. You're going to see it physically wash out. That's fine. Just be patient with it. Every time you get it done, the color is going to last more and more and more. Yeah, what else? Also, when you get it done, you want to make sure you dye it a few shades darker than what you would normally like so that it fades gracefully. You don't want to, if you want to be a, you know, a auburn brunette, wait, don't do that while your hair is still really blonde, because you'll find that when you wash it, it's gonna look like, it's just gonna fade to that shit orange. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna look like, you know, girls who dye their hair fire truck red, fire truck red, and they wash it a few times and they don't keep up with it and their hair turns to that really ugly orange. Like, that's what your hair is gonna look like. So what I do is I dye mine like a purpley black so that when it does fade, it's kind of like a cool medium brown. That way, when it fades, it still looks good. And I don't know, if you really don't like having like black hair, you just want brown, just get in the shower and just it'll fade. I mean, just deal with the black for a few days or however long you go without washing your hair, and yeah, you'll get a lighter color. All you have to do is wash your hair. Make sure you wash your hair with cold water. It drains the color a lot less and it really locks it in. So what I do is I do wash my hair every time with cold water, and right before I get out of the shower, I like blast like freezing cold water, and that just really locks the color in. Like, it really does help. Gosh, what else? Make sure you keep getting trims. The reason you're using a 5 volume is because you want to get your hair back to health, and while you grow it out. You want to get your hair back to health and back to the way it was before you bleached it. And so keep trimming it and keep getting the glaze, and the longer you keep this up for, you will eventually be able to go back to permanent dyes, and it'll be a lot easier to use permanent dyes on new hair growth that hasn't been bleached. Permanent dyes will work a lot better with hair that's already at least brown or dirty blonde, not bleached hair, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. I could go over some products I use to maintain my hair, but there really isn't much. I mean, to maintain the color longer. Redken Color Extend is like the best stuff ever. If you wash your hair with cold water and you use Redken Color Extend, you will have no issues. You'll probably wash your hair and you won't really notice it faded at all if you do that. So yeah, basically that's it. So 5 volume glaze every 6 to 8 weeks, or however much you can afford it. I mean, it's $20 to $40. If you can afford to get that done like every couple of weeks, then do it. I mean, you can leave 5 volume color on your hair for days and it's not going to damage it at all. It is less damaging than toning your hair, because I know a lot of people use 10 volume when they tone their hair. So, yeah. I mean, you can just let that sit on your head for ever. Doesn't matter. But, yeah, that's basically it. I think I pretty much covered everything. I hate rambling. I talk really slow, too. Sorry. But yeah, if you have any other questions about how I got my hair from from blonde to brown, or how I maintain it, or if you have questions about what 5-volume is, where to get it, I actually don't know. That's why I go to a salon and get it. But yeah, so let me know if you guys know where to get a 5-volume. I mean, I don't really want to do it myself. It's only like $20 to get it done, so like, I guess we'll just get it done. But yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching.